Let's go, dog.
Listen, man.
Fuck that, you taking too long. You're now tuned into $1 billion worth of game.
This nigga's a dickhead. You're now
because we got a fucking machine that could do that.
No, I don't want. I do it myself.
All you gotta do is push a button. You
fuck is you talking about? I do it myself. You nut ass nigga. You's a nut. I mean, you's a nut ass nigga, man. You're now tuned into $1 million worth of game. Listen, today we got a special guest, but before we even get started, man, condolence.
Thank you.
Condolence to your baby. You know, your wife.
Whole family.
You know, it's for you to still even be able to get back up. I know it took a lot. You know what I mean? I know you went through a lot, man. You know, but to see you today, we just grateful you here, but definitely condolence to you.
Grateful to God, too.
Yes, grateful to God that you here. We've been supposed to get with you.
Since years.
We supposed to flew over in a jet and all. It was a lot of shit, but you know, time really.
I really wanted y'all in Lagos. Remember we spoke about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That was really what I wanted, but you know what I'm saying? God has his ways. We still gonna make that happen too.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Very important, very important.
We gotta get over there, but.
This episode of $1 million worth of game is brought to you by Molson Coors. We celebrate life's biggest moments with champagne. You know, we pop it, we won the chip, but everyday achievements deserve to be celebrated too. Whether it's closing out your to-do list, going somewhere on time, or just waking up, because waking up really is the true win. Because when you wake up, you get a chance to kick life in the ass again and be whoever you want to be in life. So the next time you accomplish something with your everyday, celebrate it with Miller High Life, the champagne of beers, because that's what living the high life is all about. Welcome to the high life. Living the high life means you appreciate quality and timeless classics. And I do. I got classic cars. I love classic music. I love classic moments. So welcome to the high life. Go to MillerHighLife.com/millions to find Miller High Life near you. Celebrate responsibly. 2023. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I just want to know, how do you feel? Afrobeats is on another level. The world is respecting it, is embracing it. They loving it. You to live on both sides of the game, America, Africa. How was it growing up for you? You know what I'm saying? Coming up, you know, over here. How was it?
You know, first of all, like I'm second generation, like back and forth in my family, like going to, you know, America and being in Nigeria. My parents actually, you know, finished their university in America. You know what I'm saying? Coming straight from Nigeria. My dad graduated from Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? My mom, I think, Clark's in Atlanta.
Clark, Atlanta.
So I'm second generation, you know. But, you know, with me, it was really more of, we mainly stayed in Lagos and we'd come to America for like the holidays. So it was kind of a thing where like the kind of, you know, successful people that were in Nigeria at the time, in like every holiday, all the kids, you know, like all the rich kids, you know what I'm saying, like would take a holiday to either London or go to America. So that's really how I started coming. I was born over here. So a lot of times what happened was that, you know, a lot of parents would come over here, especially people that had money and, you know, could get to America to give birth over here. So we don't got to go through all the visas and all of that. So once you give birth over here in America, you
from
automatically a citizen. So I came here, my mom gave birth to me and I left after like 5 months.
Yeah. You
know, back home with the passport. And boy, that blue passport, you don't understand. Yeah. It has helped me like my whole life, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's that. And then, you know, just coming back and forth. But I didn't really stay in the US, like really stay, like live till like close to like when I was getting to college.
So let me ask you this question though. So by the fact that you was born in the States, did they give you any issues going back to Africa?
What? They welcome you like
the blue passport.
Yeah,
it's that blue passport.
But it's dual.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you go to London, you with a blue passport. They'll welcome you, but you taking your ass home, nigga. You're from over there. How long you gonna be here?
Yeah. Nah, but your parents is Nigerian, so
okay.
I have dual citizenship. So when I got back home, obviously to get to back home, I got to get a visa.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
If I'm American, I got to get a visa to get back home.
Right.
So when I got back home, obviously they probably took me to.
But what you mean get back home? Your home is now here. You was born here.
No, it doesn't work. See, I used to argue all the time. So I used to have like Nigeria. Even when I got to college, and I'll be like, "Where you from?" They'd be like, "I'm American. My dad is Nigerian." I'm like, "No, it don't work like that.
Right.
Wherever your parents are from in Africa, that's where you're from.
Right.
So if you're Liberian and your people left there 500 years ago, and you come to America, you're Liberian, but you American. But I'm asking where you from, like you Liberian. So I know in America it's where you're born. That's where you from. Right. Where your people from. So where you from? When they ask you back home, where are you from? We're talking about blood. Blood. We're not talking about what's your nationality or you know what I'm saying.
What neighborhood you was from.
So home is like I said. Just being born over here was because my parents had the means to bring me over here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, it was good.
Let me ask you a question. Did you ever take any flack from being born over here? Like as far as in your music, you know, hate motherfuckers. Well, he wasn't born. He not originally born here, so.
Nah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I think because also because that part of my life didn't come out till I blew up.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? I didn't come out saying, I didn't come out, people thought I lived in Nigeria. Right. It's later on, like 3 years, 4 years down the line of my career that people I told like, oh yeah, I did come to college and stuff like that. It wasn't like I was introduced like as an American artist in Nigeria. Oh no, like I've been in the street, I've been like back home. The only thing is that I could fly anytime I wanted. Like go to America every time I wanted and stuff.
That was beautiful.
You don't understand. Till date. I don't care how much money you got. Right. That blue passport is worth more than $1 million. I'm telling you, it's crazy because like, just even with like, it's crazy. Just even with like booking venues, like, okay, for example, we're going to Australia for a tour, so it's like to get into Australia is so hard. So even parts of like my band members, they're getting like difficulties into like getting the papers because of that passport. Do you understand? But obviously it's kind of easier for me because of the blue passport. So that's like an example of how it kind of has been easy for me.
How was it that, see, you've been in the game for a while before Afrobeats blew up. Yeah. And you was getting embraced by a lot of hip hop artists. Mm-hmm. You did songs with everybody from Meek,
Rick Ross,
Chris Brown, Young Thug, like everybody was fucking with you. Everybody was fucking with you.
Babies.
Yeah. But people was fucking with you before it blew up. Like they was already upon you and fans of your
because
music.
Of Atlanta. Yeah. So I can explain that. Obviously, like even before, okay, so when my dad sent me to college in Alabama, I was 15 years old in college. So it's like I'm young, first of all. I'm African. I'm black, you know what I'm saying? The only kind of advantage I really had was like, I just always had paper on me, kind of. So I go in there, you know how that go being in an all black college. And you got paper, you good, whatever. Right. You 12 years old, you 13. So my sister went like 2 years, she went like 3-4 years before me to school. So when I'm coming to America, she tells me, she's like, when you get to school, like in our language, like when you get to school, don't tell them you're 15 or like nobody will fuck with you type shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. Cause like I say, where I'm from, if I show you a 13 years old, you'll never believe it. Right. Think that nigga grown man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm coming with, we call it OT, orientation. So I'm coming to America with like orientation. I'm 15, but I got the orientation of like a 22-year-old, you know what I'm saying? So I remember I land in America, I have my school stuff. So I'm coming from grade 11. That's like over here. That's like 12th grade. Yeah. So I'm going to college. Blah blah. I land. The first school they took me to was in Tennessee. Yeah. It was an all-white Christian college. Yeah. Flunked out after like one semester. So then they moved me to Alabama, HBCU. Next to the school was Alabama A&M.
Oh yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So I remember like my uncle dropping me off on campus. So my dad is telling him like, okay, we're going to take you to 3 schools. Pick the one you want to go to, because obviously you don't like that one, the one all white one. So we got to Oakwood, and then I've seen first immediately I entered the school. As when you walk into the registration where you go register, 2 dreadheads just passed me smelling like weed.
You like, Yeah.
I said,
Yeah,
I said,
this is it.
I think I'll be able to manage, but it's still a Christian school because my dad is a big Christian. So any university you're going to, it must be a Christian school. You must go to church.
Yes.
So in that school, you have to go to church on Wednesdays, Saturday. We 7-day Adventists. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go to church on Saturdays. So I enrolled in then. So when I enrolled in that school, that is when I really started understanding the fact that, yo, these people are really not educated about Africa at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I only come for holidays. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying, coming for holidays. I'm not really noticing nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I remember, you know, when you get in the dorm, they fix you up with a roommate. Yeah. And I think the first guy they put me was from like New York or something. Can't remember his name. So he's asking me like, oh, where you from? I'm like, yeah, I'm from Nigeria. I was like, oh, like where you from? I'm not from Nigeria. Like, how'd you get here? I'm like, bro, I just flew in from Nigeria, like, you know what I'm saying, like a couple months ago. He was like, wow, like you guys have airports, you guys have, do you understand? So that was really like my first knowledge.
It was a little different. He being modest. That nigga was like, y'all niggas got airports, son? Where the mother's son is the airport.
What part of New York from? Was he from Brooklyn?
Yeah, he was from Brooklyn.
Hold up, time out. Now listen.
He came right in there. So you from where you from, son?
This is the twist.
Liberia. Where the fuck is that, son? We like where you from?
There's two type of people, right? There's two type of people that I don't give a fuck where you go at in the world. A nigga from Brooklyn, a nigga from Nigeria. They every fucking where in the world. Yes. I'm talking about they're everywhere. Listen, them the two places with them two people is everywhere in the world. So y'all, I'm talking about that's crazy.
And were you gonna say something?
Motherfucking Nigeria must be the Brooklyn of Africa.
Yes,
I said
because they some hustling motherfuckers, man.
If you can survive in Lagos, you can survive anywhere in this world. I'm telling you.
Nigga, I was in Japan. We was walking down the street. A Nigerian nigga tried to get us to come into a strip club. He talking about, I run this. This is my strip club. Come in. I run. I'm like, nigga, we in Japan. So crazy. Fuck you doing with a strip?
That's crazy.
So I think that was like the perfect person that like they could have put me with. So once I got into school, I started hanging around like the New York people because to me, those were the closest. I'm happy you said that because to me, those are the closest people to how Nigerians were, just how like New York, Jamaican. So from there, that's really like how I started like being out here, and then you know, like then like I'm in the dorm, just chilling, and then like I remember like 2-3 weeks after, I'm like, you know what? I've been in the dorm. Let me try and explore and see what's going on in school. I walk around, blah blah. Started making some friends. And then
you want to see the masses? Come on, man.
Yeah.
From there, that's when like they kind of knew like, yo, this guy's kind of different. Like they didn't really know. It was kind of weird. Like, yo, what your people do, bro? That, you know, those kind of questions. And then from there, you know, I was just out here.
They knew you was different. He said he had their paper. He always said he had their paper.
Know, let me tell you why. So there was one day, right? I'll never forget. So it was one day. I remember, like after we eat. Like my friends, they always go line up somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And apparently it was like, I think this place called Financial Aid. So I ain't know about that.
That shit paid for. That shit paid for.
So my own is full. My daddy's even paying, he's paying like 10 months, like 5 years in advance.
Right.
So I asked my friend, I'm like, why you guys, what is this line? He's like, Younger, I'm like, what's that? He was like, come, let me take you. Then he takes me to the account office because he's just trying to make sure I'm okay.
Right.
He ain't even trying to see if
he don't want you slipping.
He's trying to make sure that I'm okay.
Right. They pulled the records up on him. They start talking to Africa.
I had a plus. You know how you have the minus? I had I had like plus 27,000, bro. Nigga look at me so crazy. Like,
because he take you in there. I just want to make sure my man financial ain't cool.
I was like,
they pulled him up. They
so
like,
I'm like, yo,
get the fuck out.
What this mean?
We not giving you no money.
That means you got more money. And so I asked him like, what does this plus 27,000 mean? He's like, oh, that means you have like extra money. Right. I'm like, oh,
that means your pop overpaid.
Can I get it?
You trying to get the money?
He showed me how to get it. Boy, I was on from them.
Oh, you took the money out?
It all came from his pop. Damn. That didn't come from the government. That shit came from his pop. Said, how much is it? He was like, it's 100. It's 27,000 this year. His pop said 47,000.
Nah, he was doing crazy.
Just in case he needs something.
No, he wasn't doing it because He didn't even think I knew.
I know.
He was just doing it, probably just leave bread there. Or something.
That was the best shit though that he could have did. It socked it to your pocket.
I got it though.
I know.
Cause you can get the check. Bye. Anyway, like fast forward, that's when I got that check. Started hanging out with the New York people. Left
Smoking
the dorm.
weed.
Yeah, left the dorm, doing all that, going to parties. Mind you, I'm still like 15 and a half.
You in a party with all the chicks.
Boy, I was dating a girl. She was like, I don't know if I can say it, but I was dating a girl like much older. So this time I was like 16. I had tattoos, bro. I had to get me.
Them New York niggas turned you out.
Every J's that came out, all the J's that was coming out Friday, I'll buy it for 5 of my friends. Every Friday, while going to the mall, we're buying the new J's. Then like the new polos. Then it was like polo.
That shit was like coming to America.
You was hanging with the New York niggas?
And I was paying for everything too.
Oh, you know they some finessing niggas. They said, son.
Listen, all they tell me like, okay, this the new ones that come out. I said, we outside.
Nigga, we get them.
So we get the shoes, we go to the game, and this time I'm like 16, 17, like.
And you hanging with niggas 18 and 19.
Nah, yeah, they think, nah. I'm hanging with girls older than that. Chilling, boy. So after that, then that's how I kind of like got into the music. Because I was really serious about the music.
So you wasn't even doing music then?
I was like kind of, but it wasn't like, I didn't like have a studio set up and all of that. So that's when I kind of like, because I had a friend through the Jamaicans, but he was like a gospel singer. So he was like our roommate. His name was J-Mo. So he was a gospel singer, and then that's when one day I went to his room, and then I seen like studio equipment just like this, the gospel singers. I'm like, So I was like, that's why I'm always hearing music. He stays upstairs of where we used to stay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's why I'm always hearing music. He was like, yeah, he does gospel music. That's my first time I see interface.
Yeah.
Mic setup, all that. I'm like, oh, so you record then? I'm like, okay, so how much is all this stuff? He's like a good setup, probably like 1,500. Like that.
And you said, nigga, what?
I was like, oh yeah, bet. So from then, got the equipment.
Fast. You got that shit in 2 days. Go buy everything.
No, I actually went to the store. I went to the store, Guitar Center. I'll never forget the day I went to like my first trip. Went to Guitar Center, bought all the equipment, and that was the beginning of like my musical journey from that point.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by Barstool Sportsbook. Now, why would you deal with any other sports books when we give out the best bonuses? We have the best parlays. We give you some of the best picks. I mean, you get picks from Big Cat, you get picks from Dave, you get picks from the one and only, me, who, as we speak currently, I'm up something nice. But Barstool Sportsbook also is easy to use. It's right there. Let you bet on first innings, let you bet on the first 5 innings. You know, there's a lot of things going on Barstool. But you got to be 21 to gamble. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But why would you deal with any other sports book other than Barstool Sportsbook when we are the absolute best? And it's just like that.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by Dodge. There's a new breed of Hornet sweeping the nation.
Hornets.
They are fast, powerful, and aggressive. It's the all-new Dodge Hornet. This is Dodge's first ever high-performance crossover. The thing flexes a 2-liter Hurricane 4 turbo engine and packs up to 268 horsepower. That's how the Hornet sound. The Dodge Hornet is fast, mean, and ready to sting.
Mean.
Bzz, bzz, bzz. So when you're out and you're looking for cars, why would you look for anything other than a Dodge Hornet? Build yours at Dodge.com. So you can go to Dodge.com and you can build your Dodge Hornet from scratch.
Exactly how you want it.
Exactly how you want it. Just understand, Dodge Hornet is the new wave. Go get you one.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by Omega Accounting Solutions. Attention small business within, I'm talking about 5 to 5,000 employees. All you small businesses, you are responsible business owners who have continued to pay taxes and employ staff during the pandemic. Omega Accounting Solutions is a small business champion. I'm talking about they're the champion.
They come to save your day.
and your business get back the money you deserve through the CARE Act.
How much they give back?
They get up to $26,000 per employee.
So if you have 5 employees, up to 5,000 employees, when you sign up for this,
$26,000 per.
You get $26,000 per employee.
Recover the payroll taxes you overpaid as a refund up to $26,000 per employee, even if you got the PPP loan. Learn if you are a good candidate in less than 10 minutes with a free consultation. Omega was recently named the #1 best ERC company for getting your ERC funds by Merchant Maverick, a small business comparison and review site. There's still time to find out if you qualify and file your claim. Again, up to $26,000.
So let me just break this down for you.
Employee.
If you got a small business, you got employees, you might be owed some money. So all you got to do is
10
take
minutes.
10 minutes out your time, fill this out. If you got 10 employees, you might get 10 times 26,000. If you got 5 employees,
Yes.
5 times. If you got 150 employees, 150 times 26,000.
It depends. But I'm gonna say this: you got to before we find out any of this, you got to take 10 minutes to see if you qualify. And what I need you to do now is call 855-505-DAVE, 855-505-DAVE, or visit OmegaTaxCredits.com/Barstool Sports right now.
Right now.
Stop playing games.
Damn. So let me ask you a question. All right. So now you recording in college.
Yeah, so I bought the equipment, and then obviously I'm not recording myself in college.
Right.
Don't forget, I'm around a bunch of New York people. Oh, all right. All right. So I'm like, bet. So we started I started like,
All right.
So I started using them to like practice because I was really more focused on like musical engineering and stuff like that. I planned to call my dad like at the end of the semester, like, oh, Dad, I want to change. I think I was doing like business major and a marketing minor. I wanted to change it to like a minor in music, music technology.
Any of them New York niggas try to talk you into managing them?
Sponsoring them.
Yeah, same thing.
No, but hey, do you know the crazy stuff? No, I'm gonna get to that. So after I did that, I was recording like mixtapes for people because I was just using it. I wasn't charging them.
Right.
I was using it to like get better.
Right.
So there was this dude from Philly. Funny enough, I promise you, he's upstairs. I recorded his whole mixtape.
Did he put it out?
It was called, I'll never forget, it was called the Guillotine or some stuff like that. He put it out on like whatever, like then it was like LimeWire or something.
Yeah.
Or like, what was the some popular stuff. But he put it out. So I was getting better. So it got to a point where it's like, so I've done like, it was like a year and a half being in America. So now I'm in America. So like, after a while, my cousins from Atlanta, they all moved back to Atlanta and they do music too. So I'd go, then I started coming to Atlanta every weekend. So this is where, I'm trying to tell you like how the whole Atlanta thing. So I try to come to Atlanta every weekend to see my cousins. I get on the Greyhound. Only me, I'll get on the Greyhound. I'll go from Huntsville. The Greyhound was like $117. I'll go from Huntsville. The Greyhound takes me to, I've seen so much shit on that Greyhound. I see people with crackheads having sex. Bro, that's crazy shit, yeah.
He used to be a Greyhound warrior too.
Crazy. So from Huntsville, it would take us to, we'll stop in Birmingham, Alabama. From Birmingham, Alabama, we'll stop in, I don't know if it's Memphis, or we'll stop somewhere before we now get to Atlanta. So I used to do that like every weekend because by Monday I got to get back to school because my dad going to call. I had an uncle there that was like my supervisor because obviously I was not of age. But then I had my older brother's ID. And
You come down here and turn it up.
yeah, so I was good. So I come to Atlanta every weekend, start recording, my cousins, people around the hood. I used to have so much weed for free because I record all the drug dealers, Bika, different people. You remember now? And I'm doing this off like, people don't even know my background. I'm just doing this because I want to learn, I want to get better. So it's like, I'm just...
They paying you in weed, thinking you
They
fucked
pay
up,
me
huh, man?
weed,
Take
pay
this
me
little half
whatever it
ounce,
was.
man.
Yeah.
So we did that. And then from there, that's when I was like, I don't want to go to school no more. Like, I really want this. I want to do the music thing and stuff. So started moving my way around Atlanta. That time, like, Akon was really big.
How did your parents feel about that?
No, they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It was really my dad.
them?
My mom passed when I was 9.
Oh, okay.
So it was really my dad. So this time, I'm telling you, my dad thinks I'm in school.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about me doing music. No way.
Oh, shit.
Nothing about it.
Right.
So over coming to Atlanta so much, and being so focused on being in school, being so focused on the music, I forgot about school. Yeah. Like completely. I just fell in love directly with music. Right. So my grades was bad. It was crazy. Like, so after like, I remember when the first bad grades came back. And like normally I'll send it to my dad. So this time it's like, you didn't send me your grades this time. I said, no. I said, this semester, I don't know, something happened. I think Obama became president or something. I lied. I was like, because the black pride, I lied. I said something. There's no school, there's no results this year. But I'd flunked out. So it's time to go home for Christmas. Every December, like I said, go back to Nigeria. Either you go back to Nigeria or you come here. Boy, I went back to Nigeria, boy. Lit. I'm seeing Lambos, I'm seeing Bentleys, Aston Martins, niggas with Rolexes, APs. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like the entertainment industry making so much money. So I seen it from before, like happening in Nigeria. I remember being in the club. Then like the biggest artists were like P Square, D'banj. Yeah. Like even then, Wizkid was like young. He was really young, but like I remember like him just coming up in the game. So the game was coming up, and I remember that moment. I was like, I want to do Nigerian music. Yeah. I want to get in on this early. Yeah. Like I can already tell like it's gonna be big.
Big, yeah.
So whatever I was doing in America, like I just started focusing on African music.
Yeah.
So my plan was, okay, I'm here for Christmas. I'm about to go back. Try to get these grades up and then transfer them. Because, I told you I'm in a Christian Adventist university. Yeah. So you can transfer your grades. And there was one in Nigeria. So my plan was move the grades to Nigeria. Right. Blah. Pop's like, nah, fuck that. Go back to school. Right. Do you understand? So that's how I came back to America and then ran away again. And then that's how I finally said, I'm doing music. And then that's how I finally left school. So just going to Atlanta all the time and just being around Atlanta, as soon as I got like some type of success from Africa, you know what I'm saying, I came out back here and just started finessing my way.
Did you ever go back to Africa though and start fucking with the music?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So when I came back to trying to get the grades up and stuff, my dad had found out that I lied about that one time. Yeah. And he got the real grades and all that. Yeah. So I'm like, shit, I'm already fucked up. Yeah. I can't, and there's one thing about African homes. If you do something bad, don't go back until you have become something of yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go home like, if you left a failure, you can never come back a failure. I don't care how long you stay away from home.
You cannot come back a failure.
You must pull back up with that G-Wagon, with that Rolex on, like, with some cash in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nigga, like that type of shit. Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, here, like I ain't going back. And I have a big family, so all I'm hear is, why can't you be like this guy? Why can't you be like this guy? So I'm like, fuck that. Like, I ain't even going back on that shit. Like, I'll be on the road. I'm on demon time. I'm outside. Right. I'm already fucked up. Mm-hmm. So I moved back to Nigeria, start hustling, bro. Just like imagine a billionaire's child sleeping on the floor, bro. Like, I'm coming like a $60 million house, 15 minutes away. I'm sleeping on my friend's couch on the floor. Right. Just because I must do this music, I can't go back home.
Yeah, you can't go back home because you dropped the fuck out. You lied, told your dad. You told your motherfucking dad, Obama got elected, so
that was
no
a crazy one. That was crazy.
I thought about that shit for about 5 months. He said, that shit don't make no sense, man. The fuck Obama getting elected got to do with the nigga grades.
Your uncle was slipping. Huh? Your uncle was slipping. He was supposed to be watching you.
Man,
he was over here partying.
Got to America. He was over there. He was partying.
They got some asses. You know the funny thing? I don't know. My dad probably he gonna watch this, but his son, man, me and his son, we used to blow down. His son Tim, we used to go to bed, blow down every fucking Saturday, right? She was lit.
That was your brother or your uncle?
No, it was just like my dad's friend, you know, so like an uncle to me.
They said Tim thinking Tim was responsible. Tim over, they got some good ass weed over there, nephew. You hear me?
Bruh, because I told you, I always had that on my pocket at all times. That 200, 20 notes, always on me. You know, and then we ain't smoking kush, smoking mid. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then, a quarter was like $25. Or some perp, or some regular meat.
That nigga
perp.
just called up, bring me 15 quarters.
So
Uncle in the house, he like this. Oh, getting blazed the fuck up, huh? Didn't even know your pop think he here being responsible
crazy.
and shit.
So from then, obviously, like my dad finds out, you know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
dude ain't been in school, blah, blah. So then I run away, feel like my dad looking for me for like a good. And I'm the last child. His last child.
Pop was talking crazy about
Bro,
you.
he cut everybody off. No more allowance. Even to staff. Everybody go and look for David.
Right.
They had to come. Where the fuck was you running at? And your pop got all these people.
Man, he was
you mean?
a couch
was you running?
warrior, man.
I told you, I was in.
He was sleeping
came
on
to
his
Lagos
homie
first.
couch.
No, I was in Lagos first,
Oh.
and it got too hot. So then I ran to London. I had a passport. I keep telling you.
So you was able to move around.
If I just go to Russia, if I had the money, I could just go to a ticket counter and buy it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at this time, think about it. I've been telling you the stories in school. So at this time, I'm like 17. You know what I'm saying? About to hit 17. So I had to go to London because it was just hot. My sister calling me, oh, dad tripping, blah, blah. He cut everybody off.
Damn.
Imagine a billionaire cutting everybody off. Like, he shut the whole shit down. Like, David don't come back, anybody getting shit. So everybody calling me like, you're fucking up our own pew. Do you understand? So I was in London. I was in London for like 4 months. Just chilling. I had a girlfriend at the time. It was London. One of my guys was chilling. He had a studio in his house. You know what I'm saying? So that's really when I got time to like record. So this whole time, this like when like it was like Facebook was popping. So all my family members, every morning I'd wake up to like 20 new messages. You need to come back home, blah, blah. Your dad, this one, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, God, just leave me. I just want to do this music. I don't want anything from you. I don't want to do this music. But it was just like, he was like, no. Like, nah, he ain't bugging. He ain't budging. So I found a way to like get some bread. You know what I'm saying? I came up a little bit. Then it was like, let me equivalent to like $60,000. You know what I'm saying? I was like 17.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, I'm all right. I'm about to get this paper, go back to Nigeria, get an apartment, build a studio, and start working. And, you know, before I left, because I was from America, so every time I'd be in the club, me and my boys already act like we're stars already. So people in Nigeria industry already knew like about us, and obviously they knew like his dad has money, all that. So I already kind of knew people in the industry. I knew Wizkid, I knew Wande Cool, I knew D'banj. So my plan was, shit, I'm about to go back and turn up.
Yeah.
And I knew I was good. I had the music sense, everything. So I moved back to Nigeria fully. First time, stayed a couple months, left, came back. Boy, when I was now going back with the money, you know, had the plan, everything. As soon as I get off the plane, fucking army grab me, bro.
Damn, nigga, dad got an army. Ain't that about this?
Bro, real army.
Sent
bro.
the sergeant, get that motherfucker.
The army that go to war to fight type shit.
I know what you talking about.
And how was that conversation with
He
you?
just grabbed me. I was not like, fuck. Because I thought, when he grabbed me, I thought he grabbed my pants because I was sagging. My pants was down. So I thought he was telling me, but he was like telling me, ooh, we gonna get you type shit. Like, go stamp your passport. Bro, as soon as I stamped my passport, bro, I just walk outside. So one of my friends, and he had money, one of my close friends, he had given him money and manipulated him. Because that's the only way my dad could have got me, because my friend ran me out. So I'm calling my friend like, oh, I'm landing, blah, 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 not knowing that they giving him money already, blah, blah. So I look at my friend as I'm coming out. I'm like, I'm late. I'm thinking my girl waiting for me at the hotel. I'm thinking we going out tonight. You feel me? I just looked left. He just looked at me. He just did his face like this. You know, like, he knew I was like, I know you're disappointed in me. Like,
I know.
I looked, I didn't want to say anything. I said, you snitch. I can never forget. I looked at him, I said, you snitched? I just looked right. I just saw my dad. Like,
What's your dad say?
He just ran and hugged me, like shaking, crying. Like,
Man, nigga thought he didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Where he was at?
He
So
thought he was
everybody
on
saw
a
me.
vicious crack binge or something. David, I did do a drug.
Smoking rock.
Yeah, they thinking I'm going crazy, but I was actually chilling. So he put me in the car. I remember the ride home. It's like, why did I run? I was like, but you know when, like I told you, like, you know when like you know you should have listened type stuff. Like listen to it, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a real busy man. You know what I'm saying? So I would say like he wasn't like.
Did you hit him with a little bit of the guilt trip?
Come on. Man, hit him.
Father, that is not my dream, Father. No.
No, I was just like, we're just talking, and then we got to the crib. Imagine getting to the crib and like, it's like I have a big family, so everybody's like, where did you go? So I'm just like, bruh, what the fuck? So I go in my room, close the door.
You can't lie though. It felt good to be home.
Oh, a little bit.
It felt good to have a burden off your chest. He running from his pop and the
it
whole
felt good
army.
to stop running.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling good like, oh, I'm home, like, oh, food, money.
Right.
It felt good to just stop running.
Right.
You got people calling you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're meant to have a meeting the next day, right? To figure it out. So he like, yeah, so let's have the meeting. So I remember I go in the room, I FaceTime my girl at the time, and she at the hotel. She actually told me to go through Ghana and then drive to Nigeria, because like it's like a 8-hour drive. I'm like, fuck.
How was this nigga on the run like a fugitive from his parents and shit?
That's crazy.
No, land in Jersey and then drive down to Philly because you know your pop got an army.
That's
and
crazy.
shit.
But guess what? If I'd gone to Ghana, I might not be sitting here with you, because I wouldn't have got caught, and then the story wouldn't went the way it went. Kinda.
Right.
But let me finish. So we had the meeting the next day. So the meeting is like, okay, what you want? I said, Daddy, I want to do music. I don't want to stay in the house. I want to leave. I'm okay. Like I'm telling him, like, okay, I've stayed the night. Everybody see I'm back. I don't want to fight. I'm good. In my head, I got 60K on me. Like I'm good. Like he's just like, okay, just go to school. What do you want? I will do anything you want. So I'm like, all right. They're talking what I like. So what's up? What you gonna do for me, man? He said, I must go to school. I said, I was thought up, but I was like, all right, man, cool. But I want to go to school in Nigeria. So he agreed, like, cool, you can go to school in Nigeria. But then he's trying to send me to like the village, far away. So I'm like, nah. So he's like, all right, if he gives me money, if he builds a studio for me, like a world-class studio, like he's really telling me, not all these rubbish studios in Nigeria. I will go to Atlanta. We will pick the best equipment. Facts. And that's exactly what we did. Yeah. We'll pick the world-class equipment. Anything you want. Any studio you see in America, show me the picture. We'll build it for you. Just go to school. And low-key, I be feeling like he promised my mom, like before she passed, like, please make sure they go to school. 'Cause my mom was a teacher in the university, the same school. So I'm thinking, in my head, I'm like, because he's really adamant on that.
School.
So I'm like, okay, I go to school, cool, but what's the deal? He's like, okay, I gotta go to school. So the school is like 5 hours drive from the city. So if I go to school for 2 weeks, that weekend I can come home. Go back, do another 2 weeks, that weekend I could come home to the studio that he's building.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, shit, cool, I'm about to go to school for like 5 months, blow up, dip. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Cause like, so I started going to the school, I got enrolled in the school 5 hours away. He built me the best studio in Nigeria. Yeah. I mean, like, everybody used to come there, Whiskey, the band. So that's when I started, like, because I had the best studio.
Right.
But think about it, he has the best studio, but the studio is only open every 2 weeks because nigga in school.
Right.
So that shit used to fuck their head up, like, damn, like. So I come every 2 weeks to the studio, everybody would be coming over, and stuff like that. And funny enough, that time I wasn't really recording my music like that. Yeah. Like I said, I told you I was learning engineering. Yeah. So I'd had people come over to the studio and be recording. So one day, and I always give people ideas, like if you're in the studio, you do a verse, or you do a hook, I'll switch it, or I'll say, oh no, sing it this way, or do it this way. Yeah. Then my boy started realizing that, bro, you better than all these people that come in here and record. Right. But me, I'm like, no. I'm like, bro, I still gotta go to school. My dad tripping. I even try to run away and do all that shit. They were like, bro, just try it. I was like, okay, fuck it. The first song I recorded.
It was up.
First, not first song that, oh, hear my song. The first song I ever took my, obviously I recorded, but like the first song that I was like, this is gonna be my song.
This is it.
Bro, did that, dropped it. Like funny, you know, SoundCloud, then we used to use like YouTube, then it was like Twitter just blew up. So I dropped it and then I went to school because I had to go back. You know, I do the whole 2 weeks thing. So I did the song, it was called Back When, featuring Nado C. There. So I dropped it and then I went back to school. So I go back to school. And at this time, I've been in school for like 7 months. Yeah. So to be honest, I've actually kind of gotten used to school. Yeah. The vim of wanting to be an artist is like, the dream is kind of dying. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like I'm already in school, I'm like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Bro, my friend just called me after I've been in school for like 2 weeks. Said, brother. I said, bro, what's up? I'm tired, I'm laying down. I remember the series I was watching. Dexter, you watched Dexter before?
Yeah.
Dexter.
I'll never forget. I was on like season 6 of Dexter. I watched all the series because I'm fucking bored in that place. He just called me, said, brother. I said, what? He said, I was in the club last night when they played your song. All the girls went crazy. I said, it's a lie.
See, bullshit.
I said, it's a lie, Joe.
Who was that? That's your brother right there?
Yeah, it's my cousin.
Who was he the one that called you?
Nah. What was he say?
That's how the rest is history.
And the rest is history, huh?
So from that day, I was just like, I said, are you sure? I said, don't let me leave this school. I don't want to run away again.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Yeah, because if I run away this time, like, it got to be up. You know what I'm saying? He said, brother, I know then there was no Snapchat,
Yeah.
you can't send
Instagram,
video.
yeah.
It's only word of mouth. You have to be there to see it.
Right.
I said, fuck it, I'm coming to Lagos. So I did like a fake human, you know how you do the fake human being that you can put the pillows in the bed? Because my dad, guess what? My dad had me sleeping in the same apartment with the principal of the school.
Oh, Lord.
Damn, yes.
He had a 3-bedroom apartment. This is the principal of the school. This is my room, and this is like his son's room.
Nigga dad had so much money, he paid the principal. Go check on him at night, nigga. Fucking principal.
Crazy.
Principal David, you in there?
I did the whole thing. From there, dip. They start calling me again. So I'm on the way to Lake, the city, like, they calling me. I'm like, boy, whatever this boy said about the song, better be true. I've left school. So it's time to go to the club to see if what he's saying is real.
Yeah. He walked in there.
When I walked in, I looked at my cousin. I was like, oh, fuck. Boy. So yeah, we backlit. Boy, it was like a wave. My dad couldn't stop it. It was so much. The president's ringtone was my song. The president of the country, his ringtone was my song. So from there, that's like.
So hold on, hold on.
So that's when everything
all right, so now you got the song popping. All the women listening to it, they banging it. Your dad wasn't like, I don't want to hear that shit. Go take your ass back to school.
Nah, yeah, he was like.
Because it take a minute. It just don't like it come out and then it just blow. It take a little minute for it to.
I blew up, but not like he was like. Every show I'd go to, he sent the police to arrest me. You booked the show. You paid for a table to watch the ticket to watch the show. The fan, you too. Everybody going.
Damn, how many shows he done that shit to?
Till they stopped booking me.
And you just kept going. You didn't give a fuck.
Kept going. And then I did another record, and that record was like ×3 of that record. And then from there.
Nigga dad had so much money, he locked the whole club up. They booked David, locked the club up.
That's fucking crazy.
They got 500
arena up.
God,
not the club up.
Locked the whole fucking arena up.
Damn.
You know how much money that takes?
It's a lot of money.
And he probably bailed niggas out. Let them all stay for a day, then bail everybody out.
When did he break down?
Shit.
Like let me do what I want to do.
He said, man, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, it was kind of just getting peak, you know what I'm saying? We're getting bigger and bigger. And then I actually got an offer for a contract by this like media company in Africa. Like this it's like a T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Of Africa.
Yeah.
How much they offer you? How long?
Then, like I was.
What year?
I think then And this is just like 2 songs in.
How old was you?
Like, how old was I? was like 17?
18, something like that.
Like $250K dollars then.
Yeah.
So when cause you know he's a non-boss guy.
Yeah.
He's a non-boss guy.
Yeah.
So he hears that, he's like, okay. So then he now calls me in as his son to start advising me. Okay, let's do it this way. So he actually arranged my stuff, registered my company, registered my name, opened an account for me, arranged my royalties. Really just made sure nobody like.
He's seeing that you finally in the business.
Papa is a fucking businessman to the top of the line. And niggas, wait, they offered you what?
He got to be good.
Come on in here, boy. Let me tell you about this business, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
You about to get in it now, nigga.
So like, when that happened, you know what I'm saying? And then me and him just became cool, and then he kind of finessed me into like doing like a part-time school online stuff, going back to school. And I ended up getting a degree.
That's good.
2015.
Damn.
Still got a degree through all that. That's a blessing.
Damn. So that shit just.
So from there, that's when like everything just popped off.
Yeah.
So obviously like now, like I'm on, you know what I'm saying? But don't forget, I'm coming from America, so
yeah.
I'm blowing up in Africa, going crazy. Like everything is spreading so quick, everything's happening so quick, and I'm just coming from America. So all my boys hit me up like, "Yo, I see, all those New York people are like, yo, I see you." Yo, but like obviously, I ain't reaching them yet, but they seen it on my page. Like, oh, I see your moves.
Right.
And then obviously the dream was always to, to be able to come out here and do the same thing.
Right.
And so I'd come, but obviously like there was no Afrobeats here at that time.
Right.
So I'd come, just link up with, the first person I really was like linking up with was Thug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was friends with one of his partners.
Yeah.
So he always be in the studio. So me and Thug was like the first person, like always go over there, smoke with him, chill.
Yeah.
Then we did records. And from there, I met Baby when Baby first came out of jail, Lil Baby, before I did the record with him.
Yeah.
The day he came out of jail, I think the next day I met Lil Baby.
Yeah.
I promise you, smoking, asking me where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? So from then, I started meeting everybody, Migos, blah, blah, blah. So when they all would come to Nigeria or come to Africa, the first person they asked for was like, yo, my partner Davido out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I picked them up.
And then you could do it big in
I didn't
Africa.
show them, the first people I picked up, I remember I picked up Quavo from the airport.
Nigga.
My boy, all of them, 3 of them. This is like, and guess what? This is like right before Bad and Bougie blew up.
Yeah.
So like they had the experience. And I feel like everybody that's come to Africa is always like, they come and then they blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with, it happened with Migos, happened with Lil Baby, happened with Cass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
You know what's so crazy? You was big, they was understanding, okay, he big in Africa, okay, cool. But then when they got over there and you was able to say, oh, I'm gonna pick y'all up from the airport. Mm-hmm. Dad, I need the army.
You took the army with you.
No, right now I'm the army.
You the army at that time. Damn.
It's different. Now I'm the army.
Right.
You
so
know
now you pull up, they probably like,
God damn.
And it was so like, like my joy is like able to pull up on them with things they see here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I picked up the Baby in my Aventador in Lagos.
Yeah.
I picked up Lil Baby in my Bentayga in 2018 when the car just came out.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
So
Talk
it's
heavy,
like, it's like, I'm happy, like, even the reaction I see it, like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, living in both worlds, I'm just happy to see that. And I always knew, like, even when I got my deal with Sony in 2015, it's the first time I'm signing a contract with a major label. Mm-hmm. Where I'm from, we're just used to wake up, drop a record, tweet it, put it on Instagram. Before I sleep and wake up, it's the biggest record in the country. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's where I was coming from before I signed my deal.
Right.
So imagine, over time, like, Afrobeats really blew internationally. It was actually through the UK. Mm-hmm. The UK was like the first area to like really acknowledge Afrobeats and like make it really real big a thing. We're doing arenas in the UK from since. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So from there it kind of moved to America,
Right.
moved to Atlanta, moved to New York and Atlanta, and then kind of like spread. But I used to tell them, I was like, this is the next sound, dude. I'm telling you, I remember when I used to want to do records with artists, and we do the song, and then the next day they'd send in my lawyer invoices with a clearance for $350K.
Right.
Damn. $400K.
That's what a lot of artists don't understand too. A motherfucker do the record with you, take your money and everything. No, just give me 50,000.
And you understand? So it's like, now when I see them hit me like, yo, I want to remix this, I'm like, damn. The only artist in this America that I tell you facts is Chris Brown, that does it because he loves the art. That's for me.
Shout out to Breezy.
I don't know about anybody else. And when I'm talking about killing the record, video shoots, staying there for 5 hours, loving Afrobeats, not only doing my record, even helping other Afrobeats artists. Do you understand? That's like now the genre is big, everybody trying to hop on it, but I'm saying we have to acknowledge people that, you know,
was there in the
showing
beginning.
love first.
Yeah.
You know, Thug hasn't really done Afrobeat because me and Thug are more on a friendship level. But when I'm talking about like the African culture and people that really like, I'd say put on.
Right.
I say like, you know what I'm saying, like Chris, you know what I'm saying, a couple other people, but mainly him. You know, and I said that when I was gonna do this interview, I was gonna give him a big shout out. Right. But we've worked with a lot of people though, and I'm just happy that, you know, finally the genre, because I remember when, you know when you're in the studio and everybody just playing their stuff, you know how it is, like,
Right.
oh, play, let me hear this. Everybody just, and every time, like even when I used to be in the studio with them, Thug or whoever I'm in the studio with, everybody played their song. When I played my own, it was always different with the Afrobeat. So I always knew when I was in the dorm, when I was playing in my dorm, when I was playing them P Square and the Banj, my friends that are walking past my room would be like, yo, what's that? I'm like, yo, this is African music. Trust me, one day you're gonna love it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then,
and now it's arenas all over the world.
You know what? I want you to name about 5, right? I need 5 from you. From back home, right?
okay.
That the world need to know about, but they don't know about right now. I need you to say their names on here. That you want the world to know about, but they don't know.
I don't want to say because I think a lot of them people know, but I also want to just say, I'd say like the 5 next 5.
Yeah.
I can say the next 5.
The next 5.
Because I don't want to, leave people out. I say Rema, he got the Calm Down record. Calm down, calm down. I say Rema. I say Buju. I say Ira Star. I say Victoni. Who?
See, now this one to get tough because he started looking around the room at niggas.
But think well. I don't want Jozo. Nah. Okay. 100. So, okay, let's do it like this. It was Rema, Buju, Ashake.
Without a doubt, it's shocking.
No, he gone.
Organize.
Him and Rema, between him and Rema, I say they're at the top. Who else would I say? Ira Star. Buju there already. Ira Star. Ruger. The future Afrobeat is crazy because now it's different. Before we needed a whole studio to record. Now you can record on your phone. You can record on your phone, and these boys are so good. You know what I'm saying? And my only worries is, which I feel like for me is the next phase, especially after this album and tour that we're about to go. I feel like this is the run that's about to change the things. Not change things in terms of the culture, but change things in terms of ownership of the culture.
Ownership.
Before they grab it from us.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, ownership.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really what we're working on now, like ownership of the culture in the diaspora.
Right.
In America. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to have an app that's agents can download if you want to book the hottest African artist. Do you understand? I want to be able to have our own this, our own that. I'm doing the first, it's gonna be possibly the first African festival, gonna be like the African Coachella, you know what I'm saying? Owned by an artist, you know, obviously the people do other ones owned by like Live Nation and stuff. So I'm trying to do one, I'm gonna do one in Atlanta. I have a 7 arena tour in a month. 7 arenas back to back.
What's the name of it? The tour?
The Timeless Tour.
Timeless
named
Tour.
after the album. I think we started at DC. DC, Chicago, Toronto, Boston. Where else we go to? Houston. Then Atlanta gonna be the last stop, and then we go Europe. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna challenge you, right? This is what you do. Because you said you want to, but you can. You got the resources and the means.
Yeah.
Create this app, right? But don't just create this app to book the artist. Create this app, throw the big boys on there so they could book them and all that stuff, and then put the up-and-comers on there too so they get exposure too.
Of course.
And it's going to go. You know what I mean? And like you said, the festivals, the merch, you set up all these stuff on there, and I'm telling you it's going to go because there's nothing like that out there for Afrobeats. I'm telling you, one of the homies could do it, get with a coder, set that app up, name it something, boom.
Definitely in the works. Just not even only that, even with like music distribution, like
That all that.
Like even with the new cuts coming up, I don't want them to make like the same mistakes we made. You know what I'm saying? Just rushing. And I know these days you can blow in 24 hours.
When you say mistakes, what do you mean, bad contracts?
Not only bad contracts, you know what I'm saying, just bad moves. Like you can have a bad contract before you get to your contract.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're always signing to 5 people before you even get to where you're meant to be.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I won't say I signed the best contract. You know what I'm saying? I'm just about to sign some crazy shit right now that's tangible for me. And that's because I didn't have the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Obviously didn't have the knowledge, didn't know my music was going to blow, as much as this as well. So, that's what we're trying to do. I have a label as well that, I have, signed artists, also develop creatives, just a lot of stuff we're working on. A lot.
Absolutely.
That's what it's about, man. And what do you want the people to know about you and about the future of you before we get out of here?
Apart from being a musician, like obviously like the charitable side of me, we're very, very, especially my family, we're very, very big on charity.
Charity, yes.
Giving back to the community. Like I have a great story. I don't know if you heard, on my birthday a year or 2 years ago, I wanted like a leather strap Patek Philippe. So I told my friends, I was like, everybody drop, like I have so much friends, so I'm like, everybody donate to this account. I want to get the watch, you know what I'm saying, instead of spending it myself. And then it just ended up being a thing, so everybody was sending money. Then I ended up tweeting one of the accounts I didn't use that was like zero balance. I tweeted the account number. You should go read on it after we leave here. I tweeted the account number and all my fans just started like donating. And this is off the goodwill I've done over the years. So just like everybody donating, down to even people that have 25 cents are donating, like transfers. And it ended up coming up to $600,000 in 2 days.
Fuck, it's my birthday, man. See how much these niggas love me, you hear me? You ain't got to love me 600,000 worth, nigga. Just a couple 100,000, nigga. 200,000, I'm happy, nigga.
How about you? I think they're meant to pick up. We're going to go eat after. So, yeah, so it came out to 600,000, right? Guess who called us? Pops.
What'd he say?
Ring. Hey, daddy. Come. You cannot keep that money, Abi. Like, he's saying that, you can't keep that money, right?
Yeah.
Part of me was like, yeah, and then part of me was like, I knew he was
That nigga said, "Daddy, it's mine." What you mean? They sent it to me.
So he was like, no, we can't keep that money. No. God has blessed you too much. He was happy that, people, the fans and the country had showed appreciation.
Right.
$600,000 for nothing in 2 days? He's like, we have to give the money to every motherless baby's home in the country.
See, that's easy for Pop to say when Pop got $1 billion and shit. Pop sit on so much motherfucking money. No, you gotta give it away. Then just give it away. Like what?
So we had to.
I'm about to buy a Phantom.
No, I had to kill it. I had to kill it already. But I was about to do some crazy shit. But anyway, he made us like, we had to like send people in the fields to go look for all the incredible motherless babies homes in Nigeria, and it came up to about it's 36 states in Nigeria.
Damn.
Yeah, and we gave, I think, at least each state's like 4 or 5 motherless babies homes. They all split the 600,000 to the T, to the zero balance, and that's how we gave it away. So we do that as well. So that's something like I want to be doing like every year.
God bless your heart, man.
You know what I'm saying? Every year.
You a good nigga, man.
My last birthday, I couldn't do it because, what happened with me and my wife. But in this year, we plan to do it again as well. A lot of stuff, even like with politics. My uncle is now officially the governor. I don't know if you were on my page years ago when I was campaigning one time.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw it.
Yeah.
So he, like 4 years ago, he won the election and they switched it up and gave somebody else, and then we ran again last year, and we won. So we have a lot of good things, going for us.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, one thing I want to do, I want to commend you because they had to send me 600,000. Pops would have called. I'd have been back on the run for the 4th time. Where's David?
This nigga crazy.
I'd have been back on the run, dog, for the 4th time, man.
Crazy.
Dad, you think I'm giving up this 600,000? But you did a good deed, man.
Yes, you did.
It was good. It came back in a billion folds.
Yes, it did. Yes, I'm talking shit, but I probably would have gave it away too. But I just know it was hard at first. Like shit.
Yeah.
600.
I was like, let me keep 200. Like, nope, every single dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So shout out to Pops for just having so much money that 600,000 don't mean shit to him. Give it away. But listen, man, you got the tour coming up.
Timeless tour. Yup. Yo, you don't understand. Like, and the crazy thing, the bigger the genre gets, the more you spend. Mm-hmm. Especially with production on shows and stuff like that. I remember when my team would come to me like, okay, we're doing a 10,000 venue, 10,000, 5,000 venue. All we gotta do is just put the screen behind.
Oh yeah.
Get the DJ, have the band. Bro, now they giving me a bill of $300 and something $1,000 to build.
They bringing you in from a helicopter.
Yeah.
You gonna drop from the sky. All types.
You know what I'm saying? Insurance, blah blah blah. So it's good to see as well. You know what I'm saying? Like even this tour we're going on, like we've already started planning from a month before. Like stuff we want to build. Just making it look good. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's at a place where eyes is on us. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, ownership is very, very key.
Very. Mm-hmm. Very.
And another thing is, when you got the light, man, you gotta make sure that bitch shine as bright as possible because you never know. That shit could be here today, and then 3 years from now, that shit could be gone. You know what I'm saying?
What do I always tell you guys? I said sleep. I can't sleep. Brother, I cannot sleep because I'm the type of, I'm going to buy out gracefully. I always say it. I'm never going to be that nigga.
Right.
They're going to be like, oh, damn, it's over. Hell no.
Right.
I'm bowing out on top.
Right. Right.
I'm leaving on top, goddamn. I bet you that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm never the one that I want you to dim. Like, bro, like 6 months ago, I wouldn't even think that I'll be able to do an interview.
Right.
Do you understand? I won't, even before what happened to me, 2 years ago, a year ago, I'm like, and I always tell people this, you can have the biggest point of your career, you enjoy that moment as much as you can. Mm-hmm. Because when it goes down, all you're going to be thinking about is, I remember that time. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, especially like with music, with mentally, I tell people that let that success not be your pinpoint of being happy.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, because I've been at the point where I've been the biggest. And imagine having been and that's the worst position, because as soon as you just want to relax more, or it's not the same, or you don't get 10 million views in a day,
Right.
because you got 9, it's a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine being that kind of person, and I'm just, grateful, so grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like after 12 years of killing shit, the biggest album just came.
Nigga just getting started after 12 years.
Do you understand? So imagine like shit been lit.
Yeah.
And I was telling somebody the other day, I was saying in the group chat, like, patience is virtue.
Yeah.
I could have been hating on who? On every. I'm just happy that the genre is up.
Yeah, but you know what though?
You know what I'm saying? So
you know what though? For you, I feel like you always gonna have a sense of being able to make your best music, because you got into this shit because you really love it.
facts.
You was willing to say, nigga, Dad, I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. You a billionaire. You got all the money. I'm running away from home. I just want to do music. I don't care. I sleep on the couch somewhere. Yeah, I got a nice ass house with a bunch of armed guards outside, a big ass balcony probably, but I'm sleeping on the couch because I want to do music. You really love this shit. It's a difference.
Yes.
Some motherfuckers do this shit because they think it's the cool shit to do. Some motherfuckers do this shit because they just want to be famous. Some motherfuckers do this shit because they really love the art of this shit. Like you said, I'm gonna record niggas for 2 years just so I can learn how to record.
Facts.
Niggas. All right, now I know how to record niggas. I can record myself. All right, let's go. Then a motherfucker said, dog, man, you be making better sounding songs than these niggas, man. You just don't never record them. But in here, you tell them niggas what to do. You need to do it. Part of you had to be like, you know what? All right, fuck it, let's do it. If a part of you ain't got that fuck it in you, then you never do it. No, man, this shit ain't for me, man. I'm just gonna be an engineer for the rest of my life, man.
I'm telling you, I say the best feeling, and this one I've felt it. The best feeling is when everybody just thought it was over, and they just get so lit. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Nigga, I know what you're talking about. Them niggas thought I'd be doing security at Ross right now.
Bro, you guys don't understand.
Shit.
When we were in Dubai, and I saw one white girl tear her shirts on Available, I said, God, you got me. But we thought it cannot get bigger.
Right.
Nobody else they talked the other day. Say how it. Brother, Chabaye.
Right.
So it's like I'm grateful to God, like with everything that just happened. It's just like, but I didn't think I'll be sitting here talking to you, bro. And you know what I'm saying? It's brought some type of healing, you know what I'm saying, for me and my wife. Just, you know what I'm saying, musically, you know what I'm saying. I'm just grateful to be able to be here and then do it again. And also, I know how many people I've inspired that are probably going through like the same thing we're going through.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I know how many people, you can't even tell me, because like even in my DMs, somebody wrote me the other day that after 7 years of losing her child, she's just getting up after I dropped Timeless album. Right. She said somebody can lose their child and record this type of album and have energy. She got up, took a shower, did her hair, like showed me the whole story, like her, she been on the bed for 7 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when the album dropped, she like, for somebody to be able to do this in, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I look myself in the mirror. I miss him every day. A tear comes out of my eyes every morning. You don't have to see it. Right. Do you understand? But I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, bro, apart from it just being about me, I know how many people love me. I know how people are depending on me. My son up there is looking down like he wouldn't want me to be like, apart from even me being strong for his mom.
You gotta hold it down.
Which is my primary responsibility. But I have to be strong for the world.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, I'm just happy that, a lot of people thought, the album, we're going to drop the album, it's just going to be a lot of like sad, man, we gave them bangers on bangers. My son is dancing and my mom is dancing in heaven.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
what I'm
about.
saying?
Rest in
So-
peace to them, both of them.
So for people to see that it's possible, not that I wish it on anybody, I will even wish it on my enemy.
Right.
Do you understand? But to be able to stand up again and be able to work, man, is only God. You can't tell me. It's only God. So, those are one of the things that, me and my wife are like, yo, God is real, boy. And then everything just aligned back, bro. Like,
Right.
we performing better.
Right.
Like, we in the gym, we eating better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Business is better.
Right.
Obviously, like, God is real, real talk. Never give up.
Because
Never.
even though a lot of times, even though you lose something, when you go through the pain, you go through that hurt, it also put a sense of focus on you.
Of course.
You know that nothing is fucking promised out here, man. Nobody is promised tomorrow. So even if you're not thinking like that subconsciously, what you just went through, you understand that none of us here is promised tomorrow, so I got to get
I
this
said
shit.
the other day, my boy was speeding. I said, what I say? I said, slow. I said, why are you rushing to?
Yeah.
Say, people are going to the restaurant. What's the time?
Right.
It's 8 something. Why are you rushing to?
Right.
Bro, you don't understand. I'm walking like.
Yeah.
Before I used to walk, I'm just living life, just enjoying life. You know what I'm saying?
You walking light, baby.
Bro, this oxygen, even just waking up and just sleeping and just waking up.
It's a gift.
I hear stories all the time. People sleep, they'll wake up, they'll do autopsy, nothing. No cancer, no sickness, no nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So just to wake up is a gift. Understand that. But man, we appreciate you for pulling up on us, man. We appreciate you for
You
pulling
understand?
up.
Like, even like I said, like both of you have been watching you guys since before the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even like when you were inside, when you just got out. I remember that video when you and your wife just used to fuck around on the bed. My wife used to send me that shit all the time. When she was my girlfriend. And it's just amazing to see what you guys have. It's crazy. And imagine how many people you guys have inspired as well. You know what I'm saying? And I really, really want that Lagos trip to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I do a festival. I'm gonna have my assistant working out. I do a festival every December.
Yeah.
In Lagos. It's very, very important for
we'll
you.
come out.
You guys to come out there and you know what I'm saying, fuck with a lot of artists. Not only interview artists, interview, African legends, interview politicians, interview artists. There's this guy that Fela Kuti.
Yes.
The guy that made all Fela Kuti's albums, all his album artworks. And you've never been to Africa, no?
Never.
I'm gonna make it happen. I'm making it happen. I'm making it happen. December.
We in Africa, baby.
We gotta do it.
And it's just like that.
Right.